tried to dash A. Appreciate, B. Emulate, C. Reject, and D. Denounce. The final answer is reject because it is the most appropriate word that suits into the context. The career choice of their seniors, the spirit of rivalry among mission and private schools, weighed heightened intensified increase with government takeover of schools. Government involvement in career development is beset with many problems. One problem is that A. Mind, B. Acute, C. Slow, and D. Average. One problem is the mind shortage of professional career development. These few officers are seldom given the opportunity to practice if the government of Nigeria has A. Lauded, B. Muffled, C. Mumbled, and D. Enunciated. Option D is the final answer, and option D reads enunciated. So enunciated should come in immediately after as. Enunciated as a graduate and counseling policy. It must be pointed out that emphasis is still at the secondary school level. This situation dash option A rejects, B approves, C contradicts, and D verifies. And the answer is option B, approves. This situation approves the current view that career development should start at the pre-primary level and continue till adulthood. Dash option A education, B school, C study, and D counseling. And our final answer is education. Education is extremely helpful in case to unlock the door of academic advancement, which unarguably is the bedrock of human positive evolution. 2014 use of English past questions. We are still on comprehension passages. Passage 1. Political change and social transformation in the form of revolutions radically altered the course of human civilization and history. Today, the world is witnessing political and social changes arising from the desire of people all over the globe for greater freedom and a voice in the way they are governed and a better standard of living. Part of these struggles and processes have become more pronounced in the Third World since the end of the East-West Cold War in the late 1980s, and in the face of the challenge being posed by the ongoing process of globalization. While political and social change may appear to be phenomenal, they are analytically inseparable. Political and social changes are referring to alteration or transformations in human behavior, norms, and political social institutions. Such changes are often a collective response to the need to change or a tacit recognition of a shift in the prevalent power regulations in the society. Therefore, the coming to power of a new set of rulers or the establishment of new structures and processes of governance broadly typifies socio-political changes. It is important to note that change can either be positive or people to collectively organize themselves to change are caused by certain factors or reasons. This pushes people to collectively organize themselves to struggle for a change in the existing power relations. Another reason is to capture political power in the hope of making life better for the generality of the people. If politics is defined as who gets what, when, and how, it then implies that political change refers to an alteration in the form of power and the identity of the group or class which controls and wields state power. The passage is an adaptation from Anifowoshe and the Enemo's element of policies. Now to the first question, question 1. Which question paper type of use of English is given to you? This is actually to test your intelligence, because in some cases some students will still find it difficult to tell which paper type they are answering. So the paper type for this question is a paper type F, option B type E, option C type L, and option D type S. The paper type for this question is option B, which is type E. Now to the real questions. Question 2. Which of the following is true according to the passage? A. Change is inevitable. B. Change is inimitable. C. Change is inestimable. And D. Change is invaluable. The answer is change is inevitable, and this implies that change is common to every society, and it is a common feature of every activity we engage in. The issue of social transformation and political transformation, we can deduce from the passage that the author of the passage is trying to talk about the inevitability of change in the society and in political structure. So our final answer is option A, which is a change is inevitable. Question 3. It can be deduced from the passage that political and social change are A. repulsive, B. intertwined, C. antithetic, and D. independent. The passage actually discusses the negative effect of a change, and in discussing this, the passage talks about a personal interest of certain set of people who control the affair of a particular country or society. I'm going to read from the second paragraph, and that is the aspect that discusses the negative effect of change on the society. I read, while political and social change may appear to be phenomena, they are analytically inseparable. Political and social changes are referring to alteration or transformation in human behavior, norms, and political social institutions. Such changes are often a collective response to the need to change, or as a tacit recognition of a shift in the prevalent power relations in the society. Therefore, the coming to power of a new set of rulers or the establishment of new structures and processes of governance broadly typifies socio-political changes. So this has to do with the negative effect, the fact that changes in political and social structure of the society could deter the progress of the society, could be detrimental to the progress and development of citizens of the affected society. So our final answer is option A, that is, political and social changes are repulsive. Question 4. A suitable title for this passage is option A, social change and political empowerment. Option B, reasons for political change. Option C, struggle for political change. And option D, elements of politics. The answer is social change and political empowerment. When a particular set of people are empowered with the political power, that they can reinforce or enforce changes in the society. So we have a social change and political empowerment as the most suitable title for the passage. Question 5. The word alteration as used in the passage means what? When you say alteration could mean manipulation, modification, or changes. So let's go to the options. Option A, complication. Complication cannot be the answer because it does not relate to it. It does not relate to alteration as used in the passage. Multiplication. Multiplication is not the same as alteration. Option C, recognition. Recognition is not synonymous to alteration, while modification is the same as synonymous to alteration. So our final answer is option D, which is alteration. Passage 2. Like all reptiles, snakes are cold-blooded, or more correctly, ectothermic. They cannot produce their own body heat. Instead, they rely on the sun to heat their body. Because they do not rely on energy from food to generate body heat, snakes can survive on an extremely meager diet. Some wait for months between successive meals, and a few survive by eating a large meal just once or twice a year. When they do eat, snakes swallow their prey all far larger than their own heads. Although uncommon, some snakes, such as the African rock python, have been observed eating animals as an antelope or a small cow. With over 2,500 species belonging to more than 10 families, snakes are a large and successful group. They owe much of this success to their versatility. Snakes occupy habitats ranging from underground burrows to the top of the tree to ocean depths as great as 150 meters. They are found on every continent except Antarctica, and although they are most abundant in tropical area, many survive islands such as the Republic of Ireland and New Zealand, as opposed to places in Nigeria like Plateau and Gombe State in the northern part where there is a large population of snakes. Now to the questions. Question 6. It can be inferred from the passage that snakes are A. Homogeneous reptiles, B. Heterogeneous reptiles, C. Voracious cow eater, D. Great insect eater. The answer is option A. Homogeneous reptiles, and this implies that